wait, there's got to be a guide to this. Library fine. Well, where did I put my matcha? My internet's not working. It rains, it pours. Hi everyone, I think we're recording. I believe so. Hi everyone, it's me, Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to put together my TBR for September. It is officially September 1st. I've already started 2 books that I'm reading for 2 book clubs. I had a really nice experience where I reconnected with some old friends from my neighborhood, and I found out that they have this book club ongoing with some other friends who've moved away from Montreal, so that is very exciting. And then I also just weirdly joined like a meetup online book club that was supposed to be in Montreal, but apparently they only meet on Zoom now because they're all dispersed in different places. I think the pandemic kind of, created that phenomenon. So I'm reading a book with them. So 2 books for book clubs, a couple of books that I've been meaning to get to, and I didn't jump into this last year, even though I heard about it like a year ago and I've seen it posted on Goodreads a few times. I wanted to give it a try. So I just looked for Bookopoly, which I'd heard of before. I like the gamification of reading. I looked for Bookopoly boards, e-boards or boards, and I found one on Goodreads. And I'm going to use that to pick out my other books with you while we're here together. This is what the board looks like. Put it on the side. This is what the board looks like. It says the 2016 Reading Challenge Bookopoly. So it's from a group on Goodreads, just randomly popped up in the images. So that's what I'm going to use. Should I get into that first or get into... Yeah, let's do that first. It'll be super fun. No, let's do it last. Save the best stuff for last. This is a hot matcha. This is a really pretty mug that I thought, oh, this is so unique to Nova Scotia, but I actually saw it here in a store here. So. Okay, so first, the book club books. The first one I've read before, actually. So when I ran into when I went out for supper with this friend, the book that they're reading for this month is The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. I've already read this book. I was looking back on my Goodreads and I didn't give it the highest rating, and I'm not really sure why. I just remember, I know everybody loves Joan Didion, so I don't want to make any enemies, but and I haven't read anything else of hers, but something about this book, maybe I just couldn't find a way to relate to it at the time. I didn't check when I read it, but anyway, I'm going to read it again, and I've already started it, and I've already cried just reading it. I think it's just because it's about first year after her husband dies, and it's very raw. At least in the first part, it's been very raw, and it's going to be cathartic, I think, to help process some emotion. So happy about that. Got it from my local library. So the other book that we're reading for this other new book club is a book called Little Foxes Took Up Matches, and it's a debut novel. I'm reading it on my e-reader because it was difficult to find. I couldn't find it in the library, and I couldn't find it. I think it's only available on hard copy, and I'm not, as everyone knows, I don't like to buy hard copies. So it's by a woman named Katya Kazbek. Hi, Nola. It's a debut novel, and I've started it already, and it seems really good. It's set in the 90s in USSR, which becomes Russia in that time frame, and it's about the story of a young boy. His name is Mitya. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it's a coming of age story about his life set on the backdrop of this shift from USSR to Russia. And he is already, in the first part of this book, he's already experimenting with gender identity, and he's wearing lipstick and wearing women's clothes. And he's describing how that makes him feel grounded in himself. And so I think it's a book about coming of age, and also about he's going to figure out some of his identity in this coming of age story. So far it's very good. The premise for the story is the story starts out that when he was 2 years old, he swallowed a sewing needle, and that they took him to the hospital, but they couldn't get the sewing needle out or find it. So he has this magical idea about having a sewing needle embedded in his body, which makes him different slash special slash, it's got that mythical kind of magic vibe about it that, anyway, yeah, that's the way the story opens. We'll see where it goes from there. I am finally going to read, I have a sticky note on here, it says have to read by the end of 2022. So I did want to try to get into Sarah Moss. I haven't had time to get to her yet, so I'm going to start off with Ghost Wall by Sarah Moss. It'll be my first Sarah Moss that I've read. I have one other book of hers called The Fell, which I hope to get to as well. This one is also a kind of a coming of age story. The main character is a 17-year-old Sylvie, and she's attending a camp with her father and a group of scholars. It's an archaeological dig. So it just says her relationship with her father deteriorates, and then the rest is unknown to me. What is the thing with the nails? Like, whenever I sit down to do these, I notice the relationship between the color of my nails and the book. Isn't that crazy? All right, enough of that. Every time I post a video, you can look for the, not in the case of the next book or the one after that, but in that book, you can always look for the nail connection. I'm also going to bite the bullet and read Flights, not bite the bullet, but I'm also going to read Flights. It's been on many a TBR leading up until now, and I'm going to read it this month. I read Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk and loved it so much. It was on my best books of 2021 list. And so I had as one of my goals for 2022 to read authors that I had discovered in 2021 that I really liked. I don't have a really good sense of what this novel is about. I don't know if it's about migration or travel. It's got kind of an obscure description on the back. So I know there's love, I know there's madness, I know there's, it says Flights explores what it means to be a traveler, a wanderer, a body in motion, not only through space and through time. So yeah, it's kind of one of those kind of philosophical books, I think. I'm really looking forward to reading it. And then the other one that I really wanted to get to this year and I've been talking about getting to and haven't yet is James Baldwin, Giovanni's Room. I still have not read anything by James Baldwin and it is far past time. I'll look forward to this. It's set in Paris in the 1950s and I think it's going to be really interesting. It says, creates a moving, highly controversial story of death and passion that reveals the unspoken complexities of the human heart. So those are the ones that I've chosen for my TBR. Now let's play a little Monopoly. No, Bookopoly. This is a little bit of a bastardized version of Monopoly playing because I only have one die. You're supposed to use 2 die when you do this, but I only have 1, y'all. So do I want to mess with the camera angle and show you my rolls? So complicated. I don't think I'm going to go that far, y'all. You're just going to have to trust me. I'm going to roll it on the table, and you're just going to have to trust me when I say this is what I rolled. And plus I'm only rolling 1 dice. Okay, so I just rolled the dice and this is what I rolled, a 4. So if I check out the board, what do we got for 4? We start at go, 1, 2, 3, 4. It says library fine. What does that mean? Designate a shelf that you will read from for the game. The books on the shelf should be fairly readily available to you. It can be any shelf. I have a shelf right next to me, okay? There's a shelf over there. But I think I'm going to use the shelf next to me because it mostly has recent purchases and TBR stuff on it. So this is the shelf that I'm going to use. Okay? All right, everyone. Please excuse the cords. So much work goes into designing these games, I swear. But I'm just still having trouble finding what this... Maybe I should come up with my own game. I thought about it. Library fine. I found it. Read a book from the current month's Read a book from the current month's genres. I don't know what that means. Current month is September. Oh, that's confusing. I'm just going to roll again. Just going to roll again. Hopefully I don't get 4 again. Okay, I got 2. This time I got 2. I'm not trying to drag this out. I swear. I swear. 2. Okay. The genre is classic. I have to choose a classic that I want to read. So a classic that I've been wanting to read that's on the shelf that we're supposed to be choosing from is Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. Oh, that's exciting. It's a story about the daily life of Clarissa Dalloway, someone who has taken up preparations for a party and punctuated by the death of a young man she's never met. Okay, I know it was published in 1925. Elemental conflict between death and life. There's a lot of this kind of death-life stuff happening this month. Seems like it's inappropriate. I think it's like a vibe that I'm kind of going on here. Anyhow, I think it's about the war, but I'm not sure. I mean, on the back it just says, fictional upper-class woman in post-First World War era England. And it's one of her best-known novels. Very excited to read it. How many books am I going to read this month, actually? Let's see. That's a lot already for me because I'm working right now. But this one's pretty short. This one's not that long. And The Year of Magical Thinking is pretty short. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a lot. Should we just do 1 more? Or should we do 2 more? Okay, we'll do 2 more. We'll see. I'm always overfilling my TBR. But let's just do 2 more and then we'll see how far I get with them. Okay, so 2 more rolls. 6, y'all. 6, and I'm already 2 spaces on the board. So let's see where I end up. Wait, I don't think I moved 2 spaces. I think I only moved 1. I am really messing up this game. I only moved 1 space for classic, genre classic. It was actually supposed to be partner pick, but that's okay because I don't have a partner right here who can pick one except for Granola or Fifi. So let's just go from there. Let's pretend I rolled a 1. So 6 is the question mark. Let's go and see what they say I'm supposed to do if I land on the question mark. Chance. It says sort your shelf by random and read the first book. You know what? I'm just gonna roll again. I'm going to start this completely over again. No, I got my classic, so let's just roll again. Oh, it's 1. So what's partner pick? I don't have a partner who can pick. Oh my god, you guys, this game is turning out no fun. This is all turning out to be no fun. This is what happens when you don't script your videos. Partner. Okay, wait. Partner. Partner pick. Read a book chosen from your shelf by another player. Y'all, why aren't you here with me right now? What's your pick for me? Please put in the comments below a partner pick. And then I will go from there and I will pick it randomly. That sounds good, right? All right. Okay. 1 more. 6. All right. Here we are. 6. Theme is love. Everybody knows that's not my favorite or my best. It's not my best genre. Oh dude, I don't think I have anything on love. Okay, I'm gonna have to roll again because I really don't have anything on love. Did you guys know that this was gonna be like a half-an-hour video? I certainly didn't. I rolled 1. I rolled a 1. Maybe this is all happening because I'm only using 1 dice. All right, 1 from where I was before. The theme is family. Okay, this I think I can do better with. The theme is family. Family, 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 family. This book is actually called The Family Way. It's a novel by Christopher DiRaddo. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. And actually, he is a Montreal writer. And I wanted to read this during the summer, during Pride Month, because it's about a man named Paul who's asked by his friends Wendy and Eve to help them get pregnant. It's a gay man of a certain age making a family. This sounds good to me. So I think I'll add that to my TBR. So that is it, y'all, everybody. That is my TBR. Minus the book that someone is going to suggest for me in the comments below because I needed a partner pick and I'm not going to rely on my dog. I've decided. So yeah, there we go. We'll see how we do. Hey, if you've managed to last this long for this video, thank you so much for sticking around, and yeah, thanks for watching and subscribing. I think I'm going to be pretty more regular. I'm hoping to be more regular with my posts now that I'm back into a routine. So I started my classes this week, and I got to say that it's been a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Good stuff, bad stuff, always a mix. But basically everything is going fine. I am sort of asking myself why, because I only went back to teach part-time, and I'm now sort of asking myself, why didn't I just go back and teach full-time? But it's okay. Okay, well, let me know in the description box below what you're reading for September, what you're most excited to read, and let me know what color you think I should go with. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! So the other book club that oh, you can use our electronic dice. Click here. Let's start again. I don't really say anything about the topic of the book. It just says, I think I read it somewhere that it's about. Now I have to figure out what it's about. This is Dalloway. I'm just gonna have to cut and edit, cut and edit, cut and edit. Why that's not recording. I still don't feel like I understand my camera.